Hey everyone, Ross McCorkle here with another episode of the Depot 180. Basically, a full week has passed since the Steelers were embarrassed in the wild card round of the playoffs, and despite Mike Tomlin saying there will likely be changes at all levels, there hasn't been a single change yet. Various team insiders have weighed in and said that major changes are unlikely. Mike Tomlin is staying, Arthur Smith is likely staying unless the Jets hire him as their head coach. Terrell Austin is a little more questionable, but Tomlin is essentially the defensive coordinator, so how much would that change things? Then if you move to position coaches, the Steelers typically don't fire those coaches, but rather let their contracts expire. Offensive line coach Pat Meyer has been talked about the most for a potential replacement, but he is under contract for one more season. Will the Steelers break precedent a little and make a move there? I think a new offensive line coach would be the most impactful thing that they could do. As far as assistant coaches go, it's hard to hire a good line coach when the offensive coordinator isn't great and when the line talent isn't that great, and that's exactly how Meyer entered the organization under Matt Canada and with some of the offensive line overhauls that did not work last time around. I think back to Mike Munchak joining the team all those years ago and citing Maurkice Pouncey as a big reason why. Could the Steelers attract a great line coach with all of their recent investments with some high pedigree young players on the roster? Zach Frazier, Troy Fautanu, Broderick Jones, Mason McCormick, etc. Arthur Smith likes to run the ball, so that could also be attractive to an offensive line coach as well. Exit interviews should be wrapping up in the next 7 days or so prior to the start of the Shrine Bowl and the Senior Bowl, where Tomlin, Khan, and top team executives will gather to scout college players. Any changes will likely come over the next week, so brace for news, though Adam Schefter said he wouldn't expect any more changes with the Steelers than anywhere else. The director of pro scouting, Sheldon White, is interviewing with the Las Vegas Raiders for their GM job. The defensive backs coach, Grady Brown, who has been responsible for the team's turnover culture, is interviewing with the Atlanta Falcons. That is another way that some turnover could happen if guys get hired elsewhere. White would end up getting the Steelers some compensatory picks via the Rooney Rule. Brown would not, because it's only for head coach and GM hires. It's the start of the draft season, so be sure to check out our Shrine and Senior Bowl primers for different position groups going up on the site over the next week. Also, our 2025 NFL Draft Scouting profiles are underway. Alex Kozora kicked things off with Texas cornerback Jahdae Barron, who will be linked to the Steelers a lot over the next few months. Let me know how you enjoyed the video on Twitter at Ross_McCorkle, and as always, visit SteelersDepot.com for your latest and greatest Steelers breaking news and analysis.